Hello, it's Sandra here again. I've been out of action for a fair while because my husband's been sick and I haven't had time to do a lot of art, but I've been giving everything a lot of thought and I've been thinking about new ideas. With art, it's wonderful. You always have to keep challenging yourself. So I came up with this idea and I thought, often we get stuck with how we start. For example, I've got here just a canvas board. It's just a rectangle, small one. I think it cost me about $7 Australian. And I've put down the colours, the blue, primary really, blue, I put magenta and ochre and lots of white. And using this wonderful spatula, well used but I love it, and using this roll here, I start my paintings this way now, and this is something I came up with recently, so here we go. It's a matter of, in fact, I'm trying to think about the easiest way because I've got to get into those corners, but I can do that later. It's just a matter of running down the middle slowly and just taking the colours as they come through. So you're creating some wonderful colours here. You try and just get 3 primaries, which is what I've got. You can always fill in the gaps later, so don't panic if there's little gaps like over there. In fact, they tend to make it anyway. So here we go. Very, very thick paint, as you can see. Fairly important having that paint very, very thick because that's what makes it develop nicely. And I'm trying not to put too much into it because you can actually overdo it. If you keep playing with it too much, you lose the nice colours. So there's a lot of white left on this. I can actually get a brush here and just use some of the white and bring it through. There's a bit of blue there attached. And just cover up some of the parts that haven't been caught. Yeah, a lot of stuff around here. But that's a great background, and that's as simple as that. And there's a lot more I can do, but that's the start. Now, because you're just starting out, you can actually afford to do some drawings into it. You don't have to think too much. We all have our different mark making things, so I tend to just play around like this in the corners, not thinking about anything, a few lines here and there. Okay, so, and that's probably enough. Okay, and using just a rag, wipe it. If you wish, you can use this roller and roll across. I'll show you from this end. I actually don't want to get rid of those beautiful colours because that's the effect the roller has. Do you see the difference now? I've only done part of it, but it's created rather a nice, interesting texture here for a background. Now, you could actually run the whole thing over that and use that, but I like the contrast. I like the smooth versus the textured here. So that's my lesson for today. It's as simple as that. It's taken maybe 5 minutes, I guess, not even that. And already instead of having a blank canvas, we've actually got a beginning of a paintings here. Colours are great. It's got the 3 primaries. I've gone magenta and this blue, which I think was this one here, cyan. Yeah, it's the cyan blue here. And we use magenta, this one here. I've used Montmartre and white, of course. What was the other colour? Oh, that's right. I used yellow ochre. So you've got some idea of the colours. All Montmartre colours because they're pretty good. Now, because it's very thick, the paint, I've got it all over me, of course. Because it's very thick, what we have to do is just leave it to dry now. Some people like to sort of do some stamping and things like this. Mark making already. I don't want to do too much of this, but I'm just giving you some ideas of what you can do with the paint this wet. And as I said, you can use the end of this. So your brush is sort of handy. It can be used for all sorts. Okay, so that's the little mini lesson today. Don't forget to wipe the ends of this because this tends to end up a bit messy if you don't clean it up. And I'll just go around and just, when I pick it up, I'll wipe it all at the ends here. So I'm very happy with that. The colours are lovely. They haven't mixed in too much to become like muddy. I didn't want too many neutrals. I wanted it to be nice and bright because I'm going to keep layering. And I'll run you through a process that I was thinking about while my husband's been not well. I came up with a few more ideas and trying to mix colours on the board rather than using paint. But see how lovely and loose it is. And I guess that's why I love it. And the colours are quite vibrant. I love the contrast here. And that's, I guess, what's all the contrast is. It's contrast of texture, contrast of colour, contrast of values. And that's what we're going to be working on. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you. If you want to follow me on YouTube, please follow me. Follow me on Instagram. The name is Sondra Dawn Art. I've also got a website, Vibrant Silks, and under that website you'll find some courses, a fairly intensive one, basic art. The other one is just a very small one, painting an abstract beginning to end, which you can follow me. They're very cheap. I think it's $10 by memory, and you can follow me on that and do a whole lot of painting. But I'm going to be doing some more little mini courses, and I'll keep you informed of what's happening there. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.